In part 2 of our Big Bear camping saga, the excitement continues. We dive deeper into Big Bear's breathtaking trails, spruce up a local beach, and savor every moment of that perfect mountain air before heading back to the Las Vegas heat. Probably one of the biggest campgrounds we have ever stayed at. The shower is really dirty, the water never got hot. What I should have done is I should have brought our portable shower. This is an awesome place to escape the heat. And toast up some buns after this and then get the eggs on. These are like some thin, fluffy brioche buns we got off our Hungry Root subscription. Turn this down, let's toast these buns. Alright guys, got the buns toasty here. Let's make some eggs. And the way we're going to be making our eggs is we are going to be using a little cast iron here. So now it's trying to send us a text message, but it doesn't really work very well. Get this cheese on here. Cheese is already melting. And we'll get some bacon. Butza on here. Baby.
Chopstick.
Alright guys, brioche breakfast sandwiches. Bacon, egg, and cheese on brioche. Little dog hair right here, but you know, happens. We camping. Little taste test. That's good. Alright, so we're washing some dishes at their dishwashing station at camp. It's essentially just a hose with what looks like a fish cleaning station that we usually use in Alaska. So, very interesting. Luckily we brought our bucket so we can just put the water in there, wash off, and then just wash the soap off. Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing some trails around the lake, walk around, and possibly go to the mountain coaster. We shall see. There's some live music that we can catch over at Barrel 33 back in the village, and we might go try and find that pie again. Actually, we'll see. They close at like 1, and I guess they're pretty much in demand, so anytime they got pie, they sell out really, really fast. So you gotta get there early in the morning, supposedly. So we didn't make it yesterday, but maybe we can make it today. Who knows? But it is Saturday, so it's highly unlikely that we will.
That's not the spirit.
I know. We're gonna be base camping here, so we're just gonna put things, probably into the bug tent, and then, get ready for the day and head on out. We might go drive around a little bit just to go see if there's any showers anywhere. There is zero signal out here, so I was trying to text the camp host to see, like, hey, the listing said there's showers. Where are those located? I don't know. So we might go do some exploring and see where those are at. All right, so just a little look around our campsite. So our campsite is pretty big. This is definitely large enough for about 4 rigs, 3 or 4 rigs, but we are all the way up until those buckets right there, and then up until that, like, that porta potty is one of the ones that we can use right here, but otherwise all of this entire space is ours. Each of the sites do come with a fire pit and a picnic table, and they do give you some water for putting out your fire pit properly or putting out your wood fire properly. But this area is gigantic. Like, our next neighbors are, across the way. They're over there, not too close. We're all very, very well spread out. And it's just really nice and quiet and peaceful. We are overlooking a ridge over here. So we're at F5 right now. And you can see that from the tree, but there's a pasture over there. This is the main road that you can come in on, and then it like loops around and then goes to the rest of the spots. I believe there's like 8 spots all along through here. The campground host did a good job at kind of spreading everyone out, so you're not like right next to each other. This campground is huge, probably one of the biggest campgrounds we have ever stayed at. The only downside is, so the dishwashing station worked out well, there's porta potties, but there is no shower house nearby. So we're gonna go drive around and see if we can't find it for later on, because I will be itching for a shower before tonight. So what I should have done is I should have brought our portable shower. They do have like a water spout we could use out here, so I could easily have showered using the Boxio tent, but oh well. Lesson learned, I should just bring all that stuff with me. But the listing said it had it, so that's why I didn't bring it. We are driving around the lake right now. We were gonna go do a little walk, potentially go to like, Castle Rock hike, which is a really popular hike here, but the parking is atrocious. We just tried to go to a park that lines the lake, and the parking is non-existent. So we're driving back up towards the north shore of Big Bear just to see if we can't find a pull off and then go find a little beach to hang out for the afternoon. And then we're gonna go find some lunch. But Saturday morning, man, it's pretty wild out here. There's just, Saturday afternoon, there's just people everywhere. There's no parking anywhere. So we're hoping to find a little private little beach cove up the north shore. We saw a couple spots that were open as we were driving down, so hopefully we can get lucky again and go find a little slice of the beach to hang out. But Castle Rock hike is one of the more popular hikes in the area. It's about, I think it's only like 2 miles, but it's a moderate hike because it does ascend about 1,000 feet, I think, within the first like half mile or something like that. But the reason why it's so popular is because it gets you up on a ridge and it gives you some of the best views of Big Bear. So we're not gonna do it today though, because whenever we're doing hikes and there's that many people out, it just kind of takes away from the experience. But if you want to get it done, go early in the morning, get yourself a parking spot and knock it out. Yeah, we too lazy for that. All right, we stopped by the dam. This will be primo fishing. Found us a little piece of beach. Really windy right now though. Oh, that is cold. Is it cold, Rio? Wow. This would be so fun to like rent a kayak or something right now, but the water is pretty rough right now. The beach is unfortunately very dirty. Got no trash can on us, so we can't pick anything up, but yeah. This little cove's a little gross. Glass, we found bottles. Starbucks cups. Very unfortunate, but it is really pretty. That is so awesome. The captain's actually a pirate here. All right, we got an extra trash bag from the truck, picking up a little bit around here because beach is just there's a lot of crap out here. All of our treasures. Bait, line, Starbucks. All right, looking much better. Guys, well, that was North Shore Beach. We picked up a ton of trash, so we're gonna go find a trash can and then we're gonna go find some lunch. So let's go. The only mountain coaster in California.
You want to go there?
No, it's fine. It's too hot for the dog. But the mountain coaster is $20 a person though, if you want to go. Made it to Bear Tap for lunch. We got some Korean barbecue wings and their, what's this called again?
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain pizza. So essentially just like pepperoni, some hot honey, and some ricotta. Oh my gosh, this is so greasy, but it looks delicious. Wow, with that hot honey and like the chili flakes on there, it's a good combo. All right, guys, chicken wings, Korean barbecue. Oh yeah, nice and crispy, good flavor. All right, guys, well, that was Bear Trap, the restaurant, bar, saloon. The saloon inside was really cool though. The pizza was decent, not like the best that we've ever had. The sauce was a little bit like acidic, so that was okay. I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10. We'd definitely be back though just for heading up the bar because the drinks were really, really good. The whiskey sour and my Moscow Mule were both really well done. And then the chicken wings were also really good. We got the Korean barbecue and perfectly crispy, really good seasoning on the Korean barbecue. We've driven down the street and we're gonna go hit up the village again and just go walk around. We only kind of hit just a portion of the village yesterday, so we're just gonna go back, hit the village again and see what we can get into. We're also gonna go hit the grocery store here in a little bit and grab something for dinner tonight. We're gonna do some mac and cheese, but we're not sure what we're gonna do with the mac and cheese or what we're gonna pair it with, so we'll go to the grocery store here and see what they got. Guys, over at Whiskey Dave's, they have a really awesome patio out here. Oh, this would be so cool in the wintertime. They got like this huge fire pit. Got cornhole down there. Really cool bar. Dog friendly.
It's all up to him.
Really, really good old fashioned.
As much as you want it for him, he has one foot.
Day 2. The dog is dead.
Both facts, you know, right? I also saw Glenn Milburn went to Stanford and went to Denver.
just stopped by Stater's, the grocery store, to go grab some food for tonight. We ended up grabbing a ribeye with our mac and cheese, and we're also gonna grill up some asparagus as well for tonight, and also grab some horseradish to go with our steak. I'm probably going to stop by the shower session, like the shower area. So it's in a completely different part of camp from where we're currently at. So we're gonna go stop by the showers first and then make our way to camp. We'll see how these showers are. From seeing their campground, I'm not really expecting much. Probably like a hose in the ground or something. Very, very lackluster shower, guys. Very unfortunate. There's just like, the shower is really dirty. It's like the water never got hot. Like it was like pretty much cold, and there's literally nowhere to hang anything. There's nowhere to like place your clothes, nothing. There's nothing in here. So super huge disappointment. We have showered in many places, but this is definitely by far the worst. Back at camp after our shower debacle. I guess it wasn't really a debacle, just a very big disappointment. But all of our stuff is still here, so that's good. Good girl, you energized again? This is how we've been sleeping. We've been sleeping with our head on the wedge side, and it's actually been working out really well. It's a little bit noisy on this side, and for some reason we do not hear really much of anything on that side, surprisingly. So it's actually been really cozy, really comfortable. It makes it a lot easier to get out from this side if one of us do need to leave, but yeah, not bad. Ended up grabbing a ribeye at the store over at Stater Bros. Carly also grabbed some Montreal steak seasoning, so we're gonna let this get to room temperature. It's still pretty cold, but we're gonna get these Brussels sprouts going as well, and we got some rosemary and butter for the steak. All right, guys, we are gonna prep the asparagus. We're gonna wash these up. Probably not gonna use all of them though. We're probably just gonna do, how many asparagus do you want, babe? Like, few? Half? This many asparagus, right? Should be fine.
Yeah.
You don't need that many. Carly also bought sushi at the store. Got some appetizers here. I did see like some wasabi there at the counter. Steak's got at least another 45 minutes. Can't we all get along? Alright, and that is pretty much it, guys. We're just going to let this rest, put some foil on it so nothing gets messed with, no bugs mess with it, and we wait. But while we wait, we are going to make mac and cheese. And eat some sushi. Maybe have a cocktail. Lots of maybes here. Alright. Wash my hands. Do you need a napkin, babe?
Authentic drinks in Mexico. I think the sabores. I forgot what that means. Inspired by nuestros. I forgot what that means. The traditions.
I just want to drink it.
Tequila.
All right, Carly ended up grabbing this at the store along with some sushi. So we're having some sushi, guys. A little appetizer. So this is a hibiscus cocktail. Himica.
Yep.
So Blanco tequila with natural flavors and sparkling water. VMC. So let's try this out. Wow.
Good.
It's actually pretty good. It's kind of like a... It's very red.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus, yeah. But not bad. It's like not... It's sparkling. It's kind of a little bit of sweet. Not too sweet, though.
Light. Refreshing.
It's very light. It's refreshing, yeah.
Inspired.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Inspired in something traditional.
How's this sushi, babe? That's so sad that this did not come with wasabi. Why?
I have sriracha here.
How?
I don't know.
That is so sad. All right, guys, we got like a California roll thing here.
California roll. And
California crunch roll.
And a tempura roll.
Yeah, very California-esque. You know, store sushi. Not bad, though. It's pretty good.
When in California.
Yeah, for real. We always keep a pair of little chopsticks in our little utensil bag for camp.
And
Comes in handy.
elaborated with tequila de agave.
Carly's practicing her Spanish.
Their blue agave tequila of Jalisco.
So, a little download of Big Bear today.
And it's
So, Big Bear overall has been really fun. The temperatures out here are great. This is a awesome place to escape the heat. I think the only caveat about being in Big Bear is everything's really expensive. Like, Carly got an old fashioned over at Whiskey Dave's, and that thing was $22. It was a cash only bar. Usually for cash only bars, like, things should be a little bit cheaper. And like our lunch today was pretty pricey. It was like everything was over like $18 or something. Like the pizza was 25. And so it's just a little bit more expensive up here, but honestly, between like 3 hours from Las Vegas between here and Williams, Arizona, you know, Williams is definitely a little bit cheaper, but there's just a lot more in Big Bear. There's like a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, a lot of things to do out here. They have the mountain coaster. They got, you know, I know we tried to go to the mountain coaster, but Carly didn't want to. That's okay. But, you know, there's just a lot more stuff to do out here. And then you have the lake and everything that, you know, the lake has to offer. You could rent kayaks, you can rent bikes. We saw a lot of people e-biking around. They have some really good bike paths around here. So overall, really cool. There's just a lot of stuff to do. And what's also really cool is that, like, this is a mountain town and it has a lake connected to it, which is kind of crazy. I guess you don't really see that very often, where you kind of have like this lake vibe. It kind of reminds us of like Lake Havasu, but then you got a mountain, so it's like Prescott kind of thing, because you're kind of like up in elevation. But overall, really cool. We would definitely be back. Holcomb Campground, I think we would come back, but with expectations. Like, for some reason, the area that we're in, and I don't know if this is because we booked on Hip Camp, we ended up in this particular area across the way. Across that field where those horses are is the primary campground, and there's a ton more people over there, that's for sure. Our area over here is pretty relatively quiet. There's not a lot of campers on this side, so I do like that, but there are no amenities out here other than toilets and some water for like washing dishes. The showers are all the way on that side, so you essentially have to drive probably less than 10 minutes, like 5-8 minutes away, and you have to go through like 2 gates to get over to the showers, and the trash cans are over there too. So there's no trash cans on this side. So tomorrow when we leave and we have all of our, garbage and stuff, we have to go in to that other area over there and dump all of our trash. So it's a little bit inconvenient, but next time we camp out here, if we do book through Hip Camp, I think if you book through their website, I think you have more flexibility on what spots you can pick. And they also do really big group trips. So I think we saw like a group of people with Discovery rigs, I think is what they were, like Defender rigs, like 10 Defenders were all camping together. So like you can do like really big group trips out here, which is pretty cool. So I think like that would be pretty fun to do, because there is, a decent amount of like, overlanding. There's some trails that you got to hit on the way out here, about, 2-3 miles. I think I freaking just swallowed a bug. Oh. I don't know what that was. It was just gross. But anyway, so overall, we would definitely be back. This is a great spot to escape the heat from Las Vegas. We head back tomorrow, so we were just here for 2 nights. We do like base camping though, so like something like this where we, leave all our stuff, come back to it for the second night. Really great. It's really convenient. From town, this is a solid 20-25 minutes to get back out here. So having to do that trail coming in, it definitely adds some time to your getting out here. But what we really want to do next year is definitely go camp out at Serrano Campground. Camp out at Serrano Campground, which is recreation.gov, and it's a lot cheaper. So I think it's about $35 or $40 I think per campground. So we will be sure to book that way in advance. I think probably like at least a few months prior, because we booked this maybe like a couple weeks ago, like 2-3 weeks ago. And there is some dispersed camping. So the Forest Service road that we use to get up here, which is Pinyon Pine, there is dispersed camping on this road, because I did see some signs about 14-day limits. So there is dispersed camping out here. There are a couple offshoot trails, and we did see a couple rigs coming in and out. So I think there's some dispersed camping, but I need to do more research. I know a couple of you guys have commented and said like Yellow Post is a camping area, like dispersed. Yeah, Yellow Post I think is what it's called, is a dispersed camping area around Big Bear. I just really didn't do a lot of research. Whenever we're coming to a new spot, honestly, having something reserved because it's new, we don't really know the area, it's just peace of mind for us, and we're only here for the weekend, so we want to, get in, go see stuff without having to worry about finding a campsite. So that's kind of why we end up doing, reserving stuff like this. It's just more and more convenient, so. Comment down below if you guys have camped out here in Big Bear. Where do you usually go camping? How soon in advance do you have to reserve this stuff? Like Serrano Campground was like one of the only campgrounds that I saw that was directly on Big Bear Lake. That was, I believe, by recreation.gov. But it seems like there's a lot of spots to camp out here. There's like a marina. We drove past like an RV resort, nice area. But I did check that one. I think it's like Mariner RV Resort or something like that. And they don't allow like any type of like truck camping, or at least like campers like this. They only allow, pull behinds and like proper all enclosed campers type of thing. So, but yeah, comment down below if you guys have camped out here and where you usually go camp. Watching the last of the sunset. Getting dinner going. We're gonna get the asparagus on, and then we're just gonna do the steak. We were gonna make mac and cheese, but honestly, it just I don't know. There's just too much food, So we're just gonna do the asparagus and the steak. Even though there's like 2 more campers out here. Still, we're like very spread out, so it's really nice. I think I'd be back here, bring some friends. Comment down below if you guys want to come down. Ridiculous dog. It's so funny, you can see Rio right there. She's just like poking her head out the bottom of the tent. But the asparagus is done. Time for the steak.
like evolutionary humans.
I'm just gonna put it at the end. So we're gonna do about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Oh yeah, look at that. Good little sear through. Just gonna let this rest. We're gonna add some butter and rosemary and then cover it up with tinfoil. Let it rest for like 5 minutes. Steak is ready. Okay, I'm gonna do yours a little bit more.
Oh.
It's a little
Okay.
bit rare. All right, guys, giving the steak one more little sear here. 2 minutes on each side on high. All right, these are looking way better now. Got a nice little sear on them. All right, guys, we're gonna let that rest for 5 minutes. We're snacking on some golden flakes. Looking much better. This was looking pretty rare earlier, and Carly does not do her steak rare. Sorry, babe, you're kind of in the shot. But let's give this a shot. Oh yeah, much better. With horseradish, that's gonna be so good.
You.
I know, this table has seen better days. I hate biting into asparagus, so I'm like a child. Don't judge me.
Yeah, we're judging me.
I mean, asparagus makes sense though because they're so like fibrous.
Steak doesn't make sense.
Cut up steak doesn't make sense. Gosh, look at this meal. America. Is the horseradish really like strong?
It's punchy.
It's punchy? I love horseradish with punchiness. Alright guys. Little taste test of this ribeye that ended up having to go back on the grill. I am ashamed. That is like #1 no. Don't be putting steak back on, but the grill on this is much better now. It was just a thicker steak and I should have been a little bit more patient, but cheers guys. Oh yeah. That's good horseradish. We're just eating potato salad from yesterday. A good old American meal. Guys, we've been looking for a good horseradish, like from the store, and this one right here by Silver Springs is really good. So just FYI, if you're into horseradish, definitely check this brand out. We've never seen this. Whoops, there it is. There's the actual picture. I was like, this looks weird. It just says prepared, but there we go. Silver Springs horseradish. It's very punchy, which we enjoy punchy horseradish. But anyway, guys, we're gonna have dinner, hang out, just spend time together, and we'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. We are getting packed up and ready to go. Having some coffee though first, because what we're going to be doing is trying to catch this popular pie place this morning to see if we can't get a pie ourselves. It's called Pickles or Pickle Pie, and they make their pies fresh every single day. They sell out. There's always a line in the morning, but they open about 10:30 this morning, so we're hoping to go hit them up before we start making our drive back home. So we'll see. We'll see if we get lucky today. But we are putting down camp. All right, Kyle taught us a couple things about making Japanese coffee last time we were with him. Said you gotta put a little water in there and let it, I think he said let it like sit. What was the name he called it? He had said let the coffee bloom for like a minute. So you just gotta like pour a little bit of water and then let it sit. All right, so now that the coffee has bloomed, we can now start adding more water to it. Prior to this, I was just pouring everything in, but we'll see if this makes a big difference here. It's time to get a new white table. This thing has been getting burnt a little bit. It's like got a little burn mark from that single burner I bought, and then it's just been getting worse. We had the air fryer on this last week, and I think it made the gap even bigger. Whoops. We're in need of a new camp table here soon. And I think you're only supposed to put like 8 to 10 ounces of water in this coffee, so it doesn't make a lot. We usually put a little bit more, but that's because we like coffee in bulk. One of our friend's kids in Alaska really likes pine cones, so we're bringing him a big pine cone from Big Bear. Cheers, guys. This has been a pretty cool campsite. Overall, this campsite is really cool. It's just the pricing just seems a little bit much. But I guess for California, Big Bear, a privately owned campground, I think it's just par for the course. But yeah, overall though, really peaceful. We had a great night's sleep last night. Again, it's just quiet, serene. The temperatures up here are amazing. It's actually a little bit cooler up here in comparison to Big Bear, the town, because we are about 1,000 feet higher in elevation up here. So it's pretty nice. And I don't think there's any other campgrounds up in this area. There is some dispersed camping though around here, so. Taking a morning jaunt over to the John. The John in the forest. Just like such a cool landscape out here though. I think the only thing missing out here is like lake access. Because, you know, you go in a Big Bear Lake, you kind of expect you're going to be hanging out at a lake. But you are quite far from the lake. Definitely do some day activities out there. But here from the campsite, nothing. So I guess that is one of the big benefits of going to the Serrano campground. Hopefully we'll be able to do that one day in the future. This looks like a snow white bird. It is so peaceful out here with all the birds. There's like a woodpecker pecking away. Birds just chirping and living their best life. The one thing we forgot to pack is a hammock. This area is perfect for hammocks. There's a little faucet over here and all the birds. It's like the communal watering hole. All of them come to this area. There's so many of them. Oh, there's a squirrel. So much life. Real-time set takedown. And that's it. That is it. So what's really nice is this bag is pretty big, so it makes it easy to put the tent away. Something I really like about this new rug is this bag, because you can see that the rug is very dusty from the weekend, so it's nice that we can just put it into a bag and keep all the dust and dirt away from the inside the truck bed, which is different from our previous rug, which just kind of, you know, dustied up the back of the truck all the time every time we put it away. So this bag is really, really nice. Comes in handy. Folds up nice, packs away nicely. Just overall a good camp rug replacement. And if you guys are interested, I will leave a link to this rug down in the description below. All right, guys, got pretty much everything put away. We have all of our gear kind of pre-staged because Carly's gonna change in the truck bed real quick before we start loading everything in. Pre-staging, what I mean by that is just having all of our gear ready to go, lined up to be packed away. There's a very specific order I put everything away, and so by putting everything right outside the camper, it literally takes us like less than 3 minutes to put, you know, everything back into its place. But while Carly changes, I'm gonna wash my face and just kind of get ready for the day and get ready for our drive back home. We don't want to preload the truck if Carly's going to change in there because there's just not enough space. So got to do things kind of meticulous around here. Usually I shower to like wake up in the morning, but this is like second best. Just kind of like wakes you up for the day. It is so cool seeing the birds out here. They got like a little like watering hole by this faucet, and they just all hang out around there. Saw a squirrel hanging out with them. It's just like such a peaceful existence. Usually I take a shower in the morning, but washing your face at camp is like the most refreshing thing, I swear. Let's start packing up the truck. Wiping off this dusty dog. It's like a microfiber buff for dogs. She is so dusty. She's like a different color. Her feet are normally white. Who needs a bath? Gotta bug you off, dog.
This is public humiliation.
Alright guys, getting out of here. Let's see if we get lucky with this pie shop. Before we go hit this pie shop, we gotta go and throw our trash out, so let's go do that. Alright, gate number 1 that we need to go through. We were in F, G, and H section, so we're gonna go down another road down that way and go through another gate to go find trashes. All right, luckily someone else was leaving at the same time for gate number 2, but we're out here in the main section. This is like a Boy Scout camp, it looks like. So this is kind of like the main camping area, which is a lot more crowded, to be honest. Dusty. All right, let's go to hit this pie shop. Gate number 2. There's already a line around the building. All right, guys, after 40 freaking minutes, it was like 50 actually, I take that back, to get this pie. This place is like very small. There's like 2 employees. Yeah, it was very not efficient, the line. There's people in line just trying to pick up, and they were all still waiting in the same line. We were in line right at 10:30, and I didn't get served until about 11:20. So I got a couple different pies. I got a couple different slices. We had a couple bites of the pie, and it was okay. Nothing to write home about. They were good, don't get me wrong, but is it good enough to wait in line for 45 minutes to get a few slices of pie? I don't think so. So personally, I would skip on it. If you really like pie, though, feel free to go give them a shot. There's literally 2 people who work there, 1 register. So even if you prepay for the pie, you still have to wait in this ridiculous line. It's very inefficient. I'm not a big fan of that. It's a small business though, so what can you do? So it's all right. The pie was good, but again, to wait for that long, I don't know about that. But anyway, we are making our way back home now. We are in Barstow now, back into the heat. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know there's a lot more stuff around Big Bear, and I know a couple of you guys have mentioned, checking out Yellow Post for some dispersed camping, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to go check those spots out, but I know there are some dispersed camping locations around Big Bear. Just do your research though, if that's something you want to take a look at. I will leave Holcomb's information down below. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.